Jake Paul has had some bad luck with his recent opponents, with the likes of Tommy Fury pulling out not once, but on 2 occasions. Then most recently, of course, and most, if not all of you would know, Hasim Rahman Jr. wasn't able to make weight, and Jake's event has now been fully postponed because of it. Although there has been some speculation Jake Paul is looking to fight Andrew Tate. I'm sure all of you know who Andrew Tate is, as he's been all over your phones the past few months. There's no escaping the man. On Logan Paul's impulsive episode with Triple H at the start, he mentioned that in their next episode his younger brother Jake is the guest, and he had something to say to Tate, aka a call out most likely. Welcome back to LoafTube. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and switch on the notification bell to receive updates on new celebrity videos. Let's jump right into the video and find out if Jake Paul has really just announced Andrew Tate as his next opponent. Andrew Tate's kickboxing record is 76-9, which is a very impressive ratio from wins to losses, and proves he's not all talk when it comes to combat sports, as he's even at an elite level when it comes to kickboxing. Jake Paul, of course, specializes in just boxing and holds a 5-0 professional record. This could easily be one of the most highly anticipated fights of the year and smash PPV numbers of at least 1 million. When promoting the Hasim Rahman Jr. fight, an interviewer asked him about the potential Andrew Tate bout matchup, to which he claimed he had no clue who he was, and his manager was trying to quickly move on from the question, which is obviously the biggest cap of the decade, as Jake then posted a TikTok the same day with the caption, "Top G, is this fight something you guys would want to see? And if it did end up happening, who would win, and what round would it be in?" Loaf, a friend of Paul's who has worked with the YouTube star during his brief boxing career, thinks that a bout would result in a major financial gain for the two parties due to the expectedly large audience size. No matter what, if Andrew and Jake fight, they're going to do insane numbers. He said, "Guaranteed they will. What makes sense makes money." For some backstory on the Top G himself, Tate, who claims to own a sizable collection of supercars, including a Bugatti Chiron that is worth an estimated 3.4 billion pounds, is the son of a chess master. In addition, he makes fun of many of his guests' lack of riches and entices them to join his Hustlers University program in order to learn how to generate money. Tate has stated that he doesn't like his prospective next opponent, but is utterly certain to win any confrontation. "I don't dislike him, I understand him, but I want to make something clear. I would still kick the living fuck out of Jake Paul," he said during an appearance on the Fellas podcast. "I'm not some washed up UFC fighter, and I'm not smaller than him. I would beat the living shit out of him, and if he wants to fight, I'll fight him any day of the fucking week." He's very smart. With his "I'm just a YouTube angle." You're a full-grown man with the best coaches in the world who has dedicated years to learning how to box. The guy's not a jackass, and the fact that he puts this spin on it is very smart. Tate was enraged after Paul famously challenged Conor McGregor in 2021 and posted a video calling out the problem child, saying the influencer was desperate for a reality check. Tate even put money on the line, offering Paul $3 million for a match that would be recognized to support his claims. Given the current state of Jake's battle with Hasim Rahman Jr., it appears like this specific matchup may actually take place, though Tate claims there are no longer any resentments. In an episode of the Full Send podcast recently, he spoke candidly about his feelings for the younger Paul brother and stated why he's not offended by the YouTuber's current obsession with punching. "At the time, I thought that Jake Paul was just disrespecting fighters as a whole, because fighting is a really hard life," Tate said. Now it seems that Jake Paul is taking his boxing career seriously. "I'm no longer angry at the guy because he's a boxer, effectively. And he's using attention. He's using provocative marketing to make himself as much money as possible. I, of all people on the planet, cannot sit here and shit on that fucking game. I get what he's doing." Over the past 24 hours, people on social media are liking the idea of a Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate fight, as everyone knows but won't admit the lead up to the fight would be chaos, and even the fight itself would be to a good standard, as they both have been training for years on end, and Tate has been for over a decade, if not 2. As crazy as it feels to type this, I will. It appears that a boxing match between Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate is gaining traction very quickly. Jake Paul should fight Andrew Tate. It's honestly what the world wants to see. A Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate boxing match would break the internet. The shit talking. How lit Twitter would be during the fight. I'm getting excited thinking about it. This concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.